It's safe to say that Dragon Ball Super Episode 90 was everything that every fan of the franchise needed. Whether or not you're a fan of Gohan is besides the point, and there's absolutely no doubt that this episode will go down as one of the greatest episodes in the Dragon Ball Super series. And with the many questions that have risen as to the potential path the Tournament of Power will take, one of these questions is where exactly does Gohan stand in comparison to the highest tier of the Saiyan lineage? That being Goku and Vegeta and the Super Saiyan Blue concept. I wanted to take the time to analyze Gohan's performance against his father in an effort to give us a better understanding as to where he stands now and where he could potentially be in the future of this franchise. And for the sake of trying to make sense, I think it's important to keep in mind that I am very much aware that Goku does possess the powers of a Super Saiyan God, and Gohan does not, but I'm also positive that you'll find every discussion I cover relating to the God Ki concept will be very interesting and hopefully informative. So the fight between Gohan and Goku in their base forms was very clever in the way it was portrayed, simply because they are clearly indicating how far Goku's training with Whis in his base form has taken him, as well as showcasing what Gohan could potentially be capable of after powering up. Blow for blow, despite Goku's habit of not taking fights seriously, we can clearly see that Gohan was neck and neck with Goku in his base form. Obviously, this wouldn't be enough to give a definitive answer as to where Gohan stands because Gohan came into this fight with a serious mindset as to where Goku appeared to have not. However, we should also consider the fact that Goku was clearly able to distinguish the fact that Gohan meant business from the very beginning of the 2-on-2, when he told Tien that perhaps they should be the ones worried about getting injured. So even after knowing this, to believe that Goku simply wasn't fighting with an effort value of any kind is simply ignoring what we just made clear to Tien Shinhan earlier. Also, the fact that the actual fight between Gohan and Goku in their base forms was far more pleasing in terms of the choreography, I feel this was also very cleverly done because it is testament to how efficient Whis' method of training is versus the standard way of training where we were so accustomed to it back in the day, that being training in your most powerful state as Super Saiyan 1 or Super Saiyan 2. However, Whis made it clear to us that he never once told Goku and Vegeta that they could not train in their powered up states, but they understood that if they were to ever be able to catch up to the gods, they would have to train at their weakest state in order to perform on a god tier level when fighting at their max. Which makes sense when we correlate this into Dragon Ball Super's way of portraying power. Also, the fact that gods do not have an alternate version of themselves, but always remain in the base form is also testament to this fact. Now, the matchup between Gohan and Goku in their powered up states, that being Ultimate Gohan and Goku at Super Saiyan 2 at this point in time, showcased how much of a better fighter Goku is compared to the rest. And in case anyone didn't notice it also showcased everything Goku has learned from sparring with Krillin, Android 17, and Majin Buu these past few weeks. Goku unleashed a barrage of ki blasts to cut off Gohan's vision, the same way Majin Buu did before he stretched his arms out to push Goku out of the ring in their sparring match. After doing this, he utilized his instant transmission to take advantage of Gohan's blind spot at this point. So although it may have looked like Gohan was getting wrecked by a Super Saiyan 2 Goku, what was actually happening here was Goku utilizing all of the previous lessons he's learned against a very powerful Gohan at this point. The fact that he went this far tells us that Gohan was an absolute force to be reckoned with, but also supports the fact that Goku possesses a far more superior skill set overall. We also got to see Goku trick Gohan once more during the Kamehameha clash when he told Gohan to unleash more power. This was taken straight out of Krillin's playbook during his fight with Goku and also his fight with Gohan, verbally sending subliminal messages to trick your opponent into operating the way you want him to, thus taking advantage of the situation. And once more, Goku teleports under Gohan's blast and tries to undercut him, once again showcasing his experience and skill set, which is why during some portions of this fight, Gohan appeared to be at a disadvantage when Goku was the aggressor in his Super Saiyan 2 state. The same tactic can also be said when Goku fired his Kamehameha wave at Android 17 and after shielding himself from that attack appeared out of nowhere from the clouds of smoke caused by the blast, charging towards Goku. Goku treated Gohan's Kamehameha wave as that same exact shield, but instead of making the same mistake he did with 17, he took advantage of the opportunity and utilized that chance he had to try and undercut Gohan once more. This is a clear indication that even while at the Super Saiyan 2 state, Goku can still get a considerable amount of hits in, which pays a lot of respect to his skill set as a fighter, which is necessary going into the Tournament of Power. However, shortly after Goku's assault, Gohan was able to adapt the fight, pushing Goku back, pleading with Goku to take the fight more seriously. The fact that Gohan asked Goku to take the fight more seriously even after being struck a few times by a Super Saiyan 2 Goku tells us that Gohan wasn't entirely affected by that fight. It was in fact after Gohan had powered up into full power and after that skirmish that he eventually stepped it up and showed Goku that he is capable of fighting him at a higher level of power. Now, even though the exchange of fists between Ultimate Gohan and Super Saiyan Blue Goku was very short, Gohan once again told Goku to face him at full strength, as well as telling Goku to acknowledge what he himself is capable of at full power. Something to take note of here is the fact that after Goku powered up into his Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, he remained in a stationary but battle-ready fighting stance, thus challenging Gohan's full head-on attack. Now, based on my knowledge, I would say though Gohan is still very far away from being on par with the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, I would also say that he is also very close, but only in certain instances. For example, when he charged that Goku, he clearly focused everything he had at this point into that one punch. Goku, being as smart as he is, realized that, and this is why the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken at this point, regardless of what Gohan had done, even though more than enough to take Gohan out, at the same time it was necessary due to the amounts of force Gohan was putting into his final attack. It's because of this that it's no wonder Goku most likely not only dodged the punch entirely, but also managed to strike Gohan. What's interesting is the fact that Gohan was not blown away by Goku's attack. He was only cancelled and stopped midway into his attack. This and only this is the reason why at this point the Kaioken was necessary to negate Gohan in all of his glory. So if I were to gauge where Gohan stands at this point, I would say yes, he can compare with Goku at Super Saiyan Blue, but it's obvious Gohan still has some work to do in terms of the way he makes decisions in battle. A full head-on attack against the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku was probably not the smartest idea in the world. Seeing as how the Kaioken also enhances your speed, this gave Goku more than enough time to dodge the attack and still move forward with his punch, thus stopping Gohan from causing any damage to him, while also putting him out of commission as well. So Gohan is stronger than he's ever been. And if his power scaled on a comparative level on a consistent basis to that of Goku's Super Saiyan Blue, then I would be able to happily say Gohan is Super Saiyan Blue level. Seeing as how both of these forms are godly inspired technically, it's no surprise why he could compete. But because of Gohan's inconsistency during this fight, I'm going to have to gauge Gohan as being very far away, but at the same time being the closest to rivaling Goku and Vegeta at this point in time. With that being said, if you guys have any thoughts pertaining to this topic, feel free to leave them in the comments section down below. Also, with this video in mind, I'll be releasing another discussion video which addresses power scaling in Dragon Ball Super and how we could have had the wrong idea this entire time. That discussion was inspired by the fight between Gohan and Goku, and I'm really looking forward to getting your feedback on it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and take care.